The book of Psalms, chapter 10, and verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken the devices that they have imagined. Hey, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with another lesson. It's going to be a part 4, all right, to a series that I started through the Spirit entitled The Defender of the Poor. All right, because as you know, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, is the defender of the poor being you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you Israelite foreigners, all right, who are in captivity unto this day. All right, the Lord is going to defend the poor in these last days. We're in that time. All right, you see, we're not going to be afflicted forever. Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is going to step in. All right, and he already has in the way by sending the prophets. The minute you see speaking his word, all right, prophesying the downfall of our enemies, all right, and the rising up of the nation of Israel. All right, that's a sign of the Lord stepping in on behalf of you Israelites who are considered to be the poor, all right, on the bottom of society, all right, because the heathen, as you know, are in their rulership, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, all right, and he persecutes the poor, man. All he does is oppress us, all right, at every angle. But guess what? We know what prophecy states, man, that they're going down. You see, our Lord's going to step up and defend us, man, on a higher level here in these last days by way of miracles, all right, and bringing major prophecy to pass, man. But anyway, it says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Yeah, all the things they're doing against us is going to backfire, man. All the cunning craftiness that Esau is carrying out behind closed doors, it's not going to be to any avail for him, man. These devils lose point blank, period, man. We serve the Almighty, Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. And he's hearing the prayers of the afflicted in these last days. He's hearing the sighing and crying of his chosen people in these last days. You know, you got Esau out there getting ready to cut food stamps, right? I believe it's November 1st, right? Food assistance. And who is that geared towards, man? That's geared towards the poor. All right. Now you got a lot of Edomites that are, you know, on food assistance. All right. But a lot of our people are on it too, man. They've pretty much they've depended on it. And now he's finna pull the rug from underneath your feet to get this chaos to ensue, man. Because he knows that once they rip the assistance away from you, that crutch that he's giving you, all right, people are going to lose their damn minds. All right. But it's going to backfire on them because people are going to start taking matters into their own hands. It's going to, you know, get very messy. But anyway, that's a whole other lesson. But let's continue on. I want to read this whole chapter to tell you the truth, because Psalms 10 is very heavy. It goes into how the Lord is a protector of the poor. So let's zoom out here. We left off at verse 2. Let's jump down to verse 3. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai abhorreth. Yeah, this world is upside down, man. They praise wickedness. All right. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer, right? In this society. All right. That's backwards. That's upside down, man. All right. Esau boasting of his heart's desire, man. It is clearly evident in these last days. Donald Trump talking about ain't gonna be no World War III. You got Benjamin Satan Yahoo talking about, you know, the Greater Israel Project. All right, carrying out genocide pretty much over there. Look, man, they're boasting of their heart's desire, but the Lord's gonna cast them down. All right, tells you about that in Malachi 1 and 4. All right, let's continue on. Verse 4 says, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. All right. Yeah, man. These devils ain't thinking about righteousness, man. All right. Following the Lord. Though they get up on camera and they say that they're Christians and all this other shit. They're not serving the God of the Bible, man. All right. You see what I'm saying? They're not thinking about the righteousness that comes with following the Lord, man. Because if they were, they wouldn't be persecuting the poor, afflicting the Lord's chosen people. All right. Verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. All right. And he's doing that now in the form of coming into these major cities, all right, where a lot of you Israelites are at, snatching you up, grabbing you up, hauling you off to these different government facilities, never to be seen again. You know, we're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. All right. And he's puffing his chest out at, you tribes, man. And not just us, he's also doing it to the rest of the heathen, man. That's why his pride is gonna, lead to his own destruction. But let's continue on. Verse 6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Now, that's the pride of Esau, man. They feel like they're never gonna be taken down. All right. But when you afflict the poor, when you afflict the Israelites, you have nothing but destruction coming to you. Matter of fact, let's get a quick precept, man, on how this devil thinks, man. Here we have right here, the book of Isaiah, chapter 47. I'm going to start at verse 7. This is referring to America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, all right? The whore that sitteth upon many waters, right? All right, verse 7, it says, And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. All right? That's how these devils feel, man. All right, especially here in America, Babylon the Great, these proud Americans. All right, you got Donald Trump and his cabinet and, all those who come in that same proud spirit. They feel like they'll never be taken down. They're going to sit as a kingdom forever. Nah, man. We're at the end. We're at the end of your road, man. Verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. All right. America feeling like they ain't going to take no L's, man. But America, Babylon the Great is about to take the biggest L in history. Okay. Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. So there you go, man. Affliction, judgment, death, destruction is going to come upon you, all right, in this perfection. And we're in that time because the Lord is going to defend the poor, man. He's afflicting these devils for all the wickedness that they've done unto his chosen people, especially here in America, Babylon the Great, where you've made the children of Israel to serve hardcore captivity. All right. And like I said, you're oppressing them even unto this day. So all these things are going to happen. Matter of fact, let me read the next verse. It says, verse 10, For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, None seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. All right. They act like they ain't going to be recompensed for what they've done. All the wickedness that they've brought throughout the entire four corners of the earth, man. All right. Their witchcraft, their sorcery, their open rebellion against the order of Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right. The bloodshed of the innocent. You see what I'm saying? They thought that they would, never pay for it, man. But the Lord is watching. The eyes of the Lord are upon the good and the evil. So understand that. They're not getting away. The defender of the poor is getting ready to step in like you've never seen before. All right, so continuing on back in Psalms 10, all right. They feel like they'll never be in adversity. That's exactly what's coming here to America, Babylon the Great. Now, verse 7, it says, His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. All right. That's all these devils are known for, man. All right. They curse the poor. You know what I'm saying? They do all kind of enchantments and different rituals to try to keep us down. You see what I'm saying? They're full of deceit and fraud. Everything in this society is a damn scam, man. All right? To scam the poor out of the little money that they do have. You see? You know? Verse 8, it says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. And that's how these devils get down, man. Here it is. We ain't done shit to this to put this country in the position that it's in. But yet they're blaming the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They want to point the finger at us Israelites for being the problem. And really, in all actuality, they started the problem. You see? They put us in these fucked up conditions. All right? Destroyed the families, you know? Gave you hip hop and thug culture and drugs. They pumped them in the neighborhoods and all type of different things. We bring this up all the time. And what you see today is the result of that, man. All right? You see? But now they're planning on doing what? Murdering you Israelites. All right? Especially those who are speaking in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We know they're watching us, man. You know what I'm saying? They know that we're non-violent. All right, they have all the military might and whatnot, their task forces and stuff. We know they're sending spies, surveillance. We know all that, man, because they plan on trying to do what? Murder the innocent. But we have a defender in the heavens, man, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. Now, verse 9, it says, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth them into his net. So a lot of Israelites are going to fall victim to this devil in these last days. All right, because they're being drawn into his net. A lot of our people believe in this damn devil. All right, they believe in his system. They trust in him, man. And they're being drawn into the net to their own destruction. You see, the wicked of our people, man, that they trust in oppression, as the scriptures tell you. And one main way that this damn devil's going to draw them into the net is by bringing forth the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. That's the ultimate trap right there, man. Because once you take the RFID microchip in your hand or in your head or pretty much anywhere in your body, you receive that mark underneath your skin. You're doomed to destruction. Point blank, period. All right? He's got you at that point. So that's the main, I'm gonna say the main, that's one of the main prophecies that we're looking to in these last days. He's gonna afflict the people and pretty much choke off the resources, the little resources that they already had. And then he's gonna do what? Offer that solution, quote unquote. All right, which is nothing more than a death trap, a net for your own destruction. But let's continue on. Verse 10, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. All right. It says when it goes into that, him crouching and humbling himself, this damn devil will try to act like he's helping you. All right. And I seen videos where you got Jake in these major cities where, the National Guard and all of them are deployed, trying to, congratulate Esau, thanking Esau. Oh, thank you for cleaning up our cities and sending the National Guard, into Memphis and, bring them to Atlanta. I seen the video, where Jake was online, on these videos saying things like that. All right. Esau ain't here to help you, man. All right. He's sending his strong ones or his military in your cities to get at you because they're eventually going to take your ass out too. All right. And that's just an example of this right here. But let's go on to verse 11. He had said in his heart, the Most High hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. And that's how these devils really think, man. Their dumb ass really think they're not going to be recompensed for all that they're doing because they've gotten away with all this stuff for so long. All right. But there is a defender of the poor in the heavens watching everything. Verse 12. Arise, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, O power. Lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble. All right. The Lord has not forgotten his people. He has not forgotten the Israelites, man, especially the elect that are serving him in humility in these last days, man, in truth and in sincerity. He ain't finna forget us. He gonna defend us. All right. He ain't gonna let Esau just stomp us out, man. All right. Wherefore doth the wicked contemn the Most High. He had said in his heart, that will not require it. And that's a damn lie. The Lord requires that which is past. Matter of fact, let's get that precept. All right, here we have the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 15. It says, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past. All right, you see what I'm saying? And this is like, twofold, because, what you're seeing now, how these devils are beginning to show their teeth and beginning to, pretty much try to demonize you Israelites and afflict you. That's not anything new. They've always done this, man. They've always been the enemy. You can look at the times of old where they committed genocide on the so-called Native Americans. Here in America, Babylon the Great, they wiped out Gad, man, the tribe of Gad, pretty much. All right. And what? Look what they've done to the so-called Negro tribes, man. Hardcore slavery. They make movies about it, man. You know what I'm saying? They got statues commemorating it. And all the tribes, man, the so-called Latinos, man, they over here in y'all land right now, deporting you, putting you in facilities and whatnot. All right, they've been doing these things, man. They've never changed. But guess what? They had to pay for all of it, man. From the ancient times until now. Verse 16, and moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. All right. And the earth is the place of judgment under the sun. This is the realm in which the Lord carries out judgment upon wicked spirits. It's in the earth. And Esau's getting ready to receive his judgment. All right. And the place of righteousness, which is, Jerusalem, there's wickedness over there right now. What do you see over there? You see those Israelis over there, all right, proclaiming to be us, but committing all kind of abominations and wickedness against the Lord, man. They're going to get cleared out of that place here very soon. All right. In the midst of World War III. The Lord is watching everything, man. I said in my heart, the Most High shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. And we're in that time of judgment. The righteous are going to receive the judgment of mercy. All right. While you have the wicked, they're going to receive the judgment for their wickedness, man. Esau is going to get taken down in the midst of World War III. He's going to lose his control, over the nations. And he's going into captivity. As it tells you in Revelation 13 and verse 10. All right. Why? Because the Lord is the defender of the poor, man. The Israelites. So let's continue on in Psalms 10, verse 14. It says, thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite. You see? To requite it with thy hand, the poor committed himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. Man, there you go. There you go. All right. The Lord sees everything that's going on, man. All right. He's getting ready to take the big bully out, man. The big bully being Esau Edom, who's oppressed this whole world. But, fuck the heathen. He's going to pay for afflicting the Israelites, man. Break thou the arm of the wicked. You see that? And the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. That's right, man. Everything that's done in the dark is going to come to the light, man. And this damn devil is doing shit we don't even know about. That's going to come out as well. And he's going to be judged for it, man. You see? He's going to break the arm of the wicked. Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah is going to break the power of these devils. Verse 16. The Lord Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. And right now the heathen are over there in our land. As I mentioned previously. They're over there in the land of Israel, defiling the land with their wickedness. All right. They're going to be perished out of the land here very soon. All we got to do is wait, man. All we got to do is wait for the Lord to defend us, man. Verse 17. Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. that will cause thine ear to hear. That's right, man. The Lord hears everything. He sees everything. He's hearing the sighs and the cries of his people in these last days. It says, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. Yep, that's right, man. He about to take Esau out. These damn crackers, these devils are done. They're finished. All right? We're finally here, man. So all we got to do is wait. The judgment is sure. You see? And once he's taken down, he'll never rise again. So all we got to do is just endure these last days. All right? Though it's going to be tough, our faith will be tried and tested. But we're going to wait on the defender of the poor, man. Yahweh Shai Shai. I got one more. We're going to wrap it up. Matter of fact, I got two more. I got to bring this one out real quick. All right, this is Psalms chapter 12 and verse 5. It says, for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. And we just read, man, how Esau, the oppressor, puffeth at his enemies, man. He puffed his chest out at those who he afflicts. All right, just like a bully would do, you know what I'm saying? They try to intimidate those who are perceived to be weaker than them. And right now, we've been put in a weakened position as the Israelites due to our rebellion against the Lord. And, he's caused Esau to come up against us. But guess what? The Lord is finna show Esau that he ain't running the show. All right. And that his time of bullying is over. All right. His time of oppressing the poor has come to an end. All right. And now the Lord is standing up. The Lord is standing up in these last days, man. And a sign of that is the prophets out there speaking on the highways and hedges. That's a sign of the Lord standing up. You have the signs in the heavens. All right. The different eclipses, you know what I'm saying? The different chariots being spotted. All right. The angels being spotted by Esau and his technology. That's the Lord standing up, man. And ultimately, when he sends his son Yahweh Shai back, that's going to be the knockout blow for these damn devils, man. All right. I got one more. We're going to wrap it up. All right. It's one of my favorites right here. The book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 10. It says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. All right. That's right. And it's not literal. We're not going to be literally dancing our feet in a puddle of Esau's blood. No, man. This is symbolic for the Lord letting us know that we're going to rejoice when he sees, or when we see him take down our enemies, man. Violently. All right. Verse 11. So that a man shall say, verily or truly, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a God that judgeth in the earth. Yeah, the Most High Judge. All right. The righteous judge. He's not going to allow the poor to be beaten on for too much longer, man. All right. We've been beaten down as a people. All right. This is one of the worst captivities that we've ever been in as a nation. Here in America, Babylon the Great, in other parts of the world, you know what I'm saying? This last age has been something heavy, man. But what does it say? Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. We're at the end, all right? So just hold on, man. Wait for Yahweh Bashmi Shai, because he will surely come through, man. These words are faithful and true. And we serve the defender of the poor. So in this lesson right here, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai. Kwam Yasharala and Abad Babal. Keep your head up, man. Shalom to the elect.